everybody, we are going to do a little bit of a unboxing, but of an unusual kind. We are going to check out a commonly known farm box that's called Farm Fresh to You, and we're going to compare and contrast it to our CSA box that we sell here at Tiny Farm. By no means is this a antagonistic video. I actually think very highly of Farm Fresh to You. I've never bought one of their boxes. I've heard a lot about them. I think they've done a lot of good for the small farming community in that they've marketed the heck out of this service, and because of them, I think the larger population is accustomed or at least knows about farm subscription boxes. So, you know, I owe a lot, and I think small farms all around the country owe a lot, at least in California. I don't know if Farm Fresh to You operates outside of California. But yeah, we owe a lot to Farm Fresh to You. However, I do not know the sourcing operation side of Farm Fresh to You. I'm curious if it actually is sourced locally. I haven't opened this box. I just got it yesterday, and I was curious what we can learn from opening the box and assessing what's inside of it, and how we can carry it over into our own CSA box, which I'll show you this week's items, and just kind of do a learning experience. So, I mean, a couple things up front. The ordering process that they have online, you know that they've been around for a while. It's pretty streamlined. It's a great website. I had a little bit of problems with entering a valid address. It wasn't picking up my address when I was trying to buy it the first time. But ultimately, or eventually, I got through and bought the box. It showed up in 2 days, which was pretty cool. I think they offered a Tuesday and a Thursday drop-off date, so it's all drop-off. We offer pickup and delivery here. So I was pretty surprised by that capability on their end to get it to you so quickly. Makes me wonder, you know, where is it coming from? Is it warehoused? How fresh is it? Just some subtle things that come to mind in that regard. But they dropped it off. It was at my doorstep. I left for jiu-jitsu yesterday morning at 5:45. It was already on my doorstep, and they let me know in advance after I checked out that it would be either early morning delivery or late night to avoid, you know, sun exposure. So another awesome thing that they do, something that I'm going to try to consider how we can do that when we do deliveries ourselves. So that was really two top of mind things. They give you a choice of what items that you can exclude or include in your box, and specifically for this box, it's the standard box, it's $37. You have a $37 minimum that you have to hit. Was that packaging? Yeah. I think it was that packaging. Is there a red dot behind there too? Showing a red dot? Yep. Cool. All right, so the next thing I noticed was packaging. I think the Farm Fresh to You packaging is awesome. I would love to get to that standard of packaging where the box is printed, labeled, branded. I did get a quote for this last year, which was way too soon for us to invest in boxes. It was like $250 a box for this spray painted logo you see here that we do custom, and I needed to buy 500 at $250. So it was going to be like a $1,200 expense or $1,500 expense, which I wasn't able to do financially. So kudos to them on the packaging, really cool. Again, opening this up for the first time, and immediately we are kind of welcomed with our packaging details. Pretty cool. It's showing me the order history, delivery date, showing the count and unit count of each item in the box. Pretty awesome. They also offer a from the fields little insert as well. Shows me a recipe, a spotlight, and a referral program, which is kind of cool for referring other people to the box. And it's telling me about the benefits of elderberry, which is neat. I don't think I bought elderberry, but kind of cool. Storage tips for some of the items that are needing to be out of the fridge: potatoes, onions, garlic. Some cool stuff to be had there. This is interesting. A lot of plastic, nothing bad. I'm just kind of curious. It's probably a freshness thing. We do plastic bags for our salad. Everything looks pretty darn fresh. I kept it in the fridge overnight, so, you know, I intended it to look as good as possible, or keep as good as possible. Cilantro looks super fresh. We got a nice bundle of curly kale, a nice head of red lettuce, and some tatsoi. It's a pretty good, it's like 1.5 pounds of tatsoi, it seems like. Bok choy, 1 pound, that's 1 pound, huh? Seems heavier. So yeah, immediately right there, pretty awesome freshness. The freshness is obviously on point. maybe the bag is attributing to that a little bit. They offered loose some of the items in here. See some Yukon potatoes here, some oranges, an onion, and some apples. Looking at the apples, you know, they got the what do you call this thing?
Label.
QR code? It's not a QR code. Scan code? Barcode. QR code. It's millennial. It's a millennial me. So you got the barcode, which makes me wonder, like, are these, you know, probably coming from a large farm, but still organic, labeled as such. Viva Terra, I'll have to look that up. Oranges, same thing. See some barcodes on here. Fruit World. So again, economies of scale are probably lending itself to being the case that they're buying from large farms, storing them, keeping that inventory, and then moving it really quickly, which again, it's fine. It's all organic. I'm seeing it organic certified on the onion here with the same barcode. Quality stuff. Pretty cool. Lettuce. It's all good. Cilantro, labeled organic too, barcode, no farm name on it, but it says organically grown and produce of the USA. Curly kale says the same. Cappy Farms, Cappy Organic. I'll have to look where Cappy Organic is, but yeah, that's pretty good there. And then the tap soy. So yeah, pretty cool. All in all, like, gotta say, that's more quality than I anticipated. I'm gonna do a little bit of a deep dive into where a lot of these products are likely coming from, if they have that on their website. But it looks good. It looks pretty darn good. We're gonna go move over to our box. It's $37 as well for a one-time offer, based on our credit system, our new credit system. But if you buy 5, it's $34 a box, and if you buy 10 at a time, 10 credits that is, that you redeem, it's $32 a box. So a little bit cheaper. We also have some card inserts. I would say we're offered a little bit more quality in the paper because we're not doing as many, and I go and print these morning of. So say paper quality, check on us. But yeah, we tell you what's in your box as well. Some visual displays here. We got recipe ideas, a little bit of facts of why organic's important. We also have a featured farmer, or featured farm of the week. This week we got a lot of produce from Steely Farm out in Valley Center, about 20 miles from here. It tells you a little bit about the history of their farm, what they're doing, and how to support them. So, got some card inserts ourselves. Here we got beets harvested right behind us today. Just got out of the ground maybe 20 minutes ago. Collard greens, the same thing. Dino kale right behind us as well. You might even see the row here. Harvested same day. Couple leafy green salad bags. This is mustard greens and arugula, again right here from the farm. And then we do partner with other farms as well to add a little variety, as I've shared with you guys in the past. We got cherry tomatoes here from JR Organics. They're out in Escondido, and they're able to grow tomatoes in the winter because they got grow houses and grow tunnels. So that's how you're seeing tomatoes this time of year. We got these mandarins from Steely, very juicy. We got 4 of them in here for you. And we also got Mexican guavas. So I'm actually interested for folks to try this. I think they kind of taste like a pear, but in season right now. Same thing, Steely. And then last but not least, avocados, Haas avocados. These are in season, they're ready to eat today. They're ready to eat yesterday. So yeah, there you have it. Again, like, want to give credit where credit's due. I think Farm Fresh to You is doing a great service for the small farm community in getting the word out of getting a subscription box service. Their operations obviously are super efficient, streamlined. They've been at it since 2014, I understand. And as I understand it too, they started up in like the Monterey, maybe even north of that. I think it was more like Petaluma area. And they've been able to expand. So I marvel at the scale at which they're able to offer really high quality produce from what it seems. Curious to see like where they source a lot of this stuff and how they're able to offer it at the rate they do and at the convenience that they do, so that we can kind of figure out a way to do the same for our boxes. But again, ours are coming from our backyard here, from farms that are 20 miles away that I can point to, direct you to, and tell you about the quality and consistency of their produce. And then, you know, we got these card inserts as well. So we hope it gives a little bit more of a add-on experience for you, similar to how Farm Fresh to You does it, but a little bit of the Cardiff Tiny Farm flair. So that's what we have for you. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. I guess I'll figure out how to get some feedback from you all in comments wherever this thing ends up getting posted, and appreciate it. Thank you so much.